Every year, 11 cadets begin a training course at Smedley Station and Cadet Training Farm in Hawke's Bay. It has a reputation for being one of the preeminent practical farm training facilities in the country, and entry into the program is highly sought after. Pat Portis is chairman of the Howard Estate Advisory Board, responsible for the overall performance of the property, and a graduate of the Smedley course himself.
Smedley is a training farm for young people in agriculture. We've been around since 1919. We train 11 cadets on a 2-year course. In 1919, Josiah Howard, who'd come out to New Zealand in the mid-1800s, on his death, he bequeathed his property to the Crown for the education of young people in agriculture. So in 1931, the first cadets arrived. The property is administered by the Howard Estate. We've got an Act of Parliament, the Howard Estate Act, and the Public Trust are pretty much our trustees, and we advise the Public Trust on all matters to do with the station. The property is an endowment, and that's a reflection of Josiah Howard's wishes. One of his wishes that young people were going to be given a free education in agriculture, and so the property, whilst it is a working farm and a training farm, it has to make a profit to be able to educate those young people. On an annual basis, last year we had 102 young people apply, both males and females. They come from all over New Zealand and pretty much all walks of life. We whittle that down to 46, and from those 46 we select 11. It is really tough to get in. Hey, we make no apology about that, but you know, that's the way it is. The success is measured by the demand that Smedley cadets have within the agricultural industry of New Zealand. We have no problems in placing these young people into employment. Obviously, some will go off to university, and there's generally some years we'll have half probably going to university for further education, and about half go off into employment. Smedley Station is 5,035 hectares, of which 3,200 is effective. Carrying a variety of stock. We've got cows, breed sheep, we've got a full-on ewe program, we've got deer, we've got bulls, and we're also getting into a bit of dairy grazing as well. Whilst some of those activities, we could perhaps be doing other activities that might generate more of an income, we're also very mindful that it is a training farm and we have to give the cadets a wide range of farming practices.
I think what you find is that it's a tool that once you get into it, you're continually updating. And I think,
we're a 2-year program, so we run it as first-year cadets, second-year cadets. So both have a training day each inside on theory. The first years they come in, so it's really looking at the basics. So we talk about animal health, livestock handling, financial management. So they won't do a full cash flow budget. That's the second-year boys. The basic livestock handling, so they know the signs, what to look at. You know, I often say to them, you know, what you've got to do is just be able to listen and watch. So, you know, just to take time out, you know, you see a cow calving, you know, watch for the signs. How do you know she's going to calve, when? So it's just all the practical skills that, you know, Smedley's known for really is, you know, it's basic observation. It's a good buddy system. The second year boys are paired up with a first year boy. That's basically a mentor situation, which is good for them. They room together, they're on hostels together, so they do a week in a rotation where they do all the cleaning, the general maintenance, the milking. The second year program is they're taking all the basics that they learned from the first year through the theory, and it's more project work, so they'll do a full farm report detailing, and I say to them, well, look, it's for an Auckland investor that wants to invest in the property, so he wants to know about that property. They'll take feed budgeting, what they've learned in the first year, and put it into practical sense. And the beauty about Smedley is that they're part of the team, so there'll be a stock manager, myself or Terry, they'll split up into groups, and they'll plan out a feed budget for, you know, either the ewes or cows or the bulls. So it's really hands-on, you know, and it's the two basics that we really want to get out is feed planning and financial management. When they came back from the first year, they're back onto horses and they're out there with the mustering, and they bring in the dogs, they come with a hunt away for a start, and then once that hunt away is working well, they bring in a heading dog. And, you know, you can just see from first year to second year, they're out there and they're doing all the mustering. So it's really hands-on. We've bought into the Lincoln University program. First years, they're doing level 3 papers. Second year, they start on level 4 and then move into diploma papers, so level 5. We've got a lot of help from Lincoln. We've got lecturers that come up through Telford, and it's been a good association. Our vision here at Smedley is to produce future leaders. And I think, you know, all the staff here, we're there to challenge the boys. So we always challenge them as to what they're doing. You know, we have a session every lecture day as to what's happening in New Zealand primary industry. So they're reading the papers, and we want them to get involved. They learn about setting goals. So a goal when they leave is that they don't drift, that they go on to, you know, I'd like to see that within 1, 2, 3 years they're stock managed or moving into farm management. So I think, you know, my role is really just to keep challenging them and the staff, and I think we do that pretty well.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.